Hey YouTube, Aiden/BurgerBob. Welcome to another practice session of mine. I have kind of a day off today. I hung out with a friend a little bit, kind of warmed up with him. So I'm feeling good, and I'm also feeling like playing everything I have. So around me, that you can't see except for this, I have pretty much every instrument that I own. And I'm just kind of cycling through all of them. I'll play like one exercise on each one, really trying to make a characteristic sound in an easy way. And then before I kind of get stuck in that instrument or in a range or something, I switch to another instrument to make sure I can keep moving around. So, and I haven't chosen yet. Let's pick this, the Greeno 62HG. I'm going to play some slow, mid-register gliss stuff. So this feels really good. Small, quick story about this. I was playing it yesterday. I played it a whole lot yesterday. And of course I found out the spit valve was leaking. So I had to put another cork on it. I don't know what it is with me and leaking spit valve corks. But yesterday it was super hard to play. And then I realized it was a stupid spit valve cork. Cool, so I played bass. That means I should play something that goes a little higher. So I'll get my small tenor. Let's just see if I can play a high F. And that's where I run into the problem. I'm a little too open right now. It feels okay, but then if I try to articulate that G, I splatter because I'm just a little too open from the bass. So that's where I kind of hone in and go, okay, I need to dial things in for the small horn. Maybe just a little bit faster air, maybe just a tiny bit less, and just kind of a smaller aperture. Not a lot of effort required for that high G. One of my worst natural slurs of all time is that high G to high A flat. I didn't even mean to bring that up, and it just came up. I'm also using a new mouthpiece on this, a Bach 3. That's it. No numbers, no letters, or I guess one number, no other things. I was using a Bach 7 before. This just has a larger rim. You can hear how I want to grab onto that partial for too long, and it goes, it needs to go instantly from note to note. And that means I'm doing something extra here that I don't need to be doing. And it already feels better, actually. So in order to not get stuck on this instrument, playing high, kind of doing all this stuff way above the staff, I'm going to scoot to something else. And to make it difficult, let's do this. Yes, I still have this. It is still a thing. Let's make sure we're not going to get any gurglies. Let's see if I can play a D in the staff right off the bat. It's kind of, this is the thing I like to do, like play a difficult note right away without having to play the instrument for a little bit. As you can hear, I can't. That's such a hard partial on this. I just spent a little time doing lip slurs from that D to B flat, D to B flat, just to see if I can kind of lock in where those are. And it felt pretty good, but obviously not good enough. one thing that's really hard for me, and probably for most people playing this, is just playing it in tune. And actually I have no idea if the B flat is in tune. This tuning slide is just here when I pick it up. But I want to make sure my positions are accurate as I go out, so I'll relate it to like B flat or F or something to go, oh, whoa, I'm playing completely wrong. Because even though this does have a double slide, and they should all be technically the same position as a normal slide, they're not. They're all kicked out just a little farther than you think. So fourth is a lot farther than I want it to be. Double pedal G, cool. Well, this feels okay right now, not super great. Let's go to something that's actually really hard to play right after contra, which is bass trombone. This is my 60H with a sterling silver lead pipe and my big mouthpiece. It's kind of hard to dial things back just the right amount, but still be a little more open than I am on the contra. If you're too open on the contra, of course, it just doesn't work at all. And this, you kind of have to be a little more open for it. That's a Charlie Vernon exercise that is a lot easier with two valves. I actually meant to play that C in fourth with two valves, and I only have one. I had to slow down thinking about it again. This feels really good right now. And this, of course, is with a lead pipe that does not really fit in a pretty big mouthpiece. So I played just a little bass that actually feels good. It doesn't feel like I'm super messed up from contra. Let's go to something that's difficult just because I haven't played it in a while. Euphonium. You guys can hear that big sound change between 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 because of that leak. I'll get it fixed, I really will. Just haven't had the time to even look at this horn for a while. So one tendency that I have, and I see in many people, is that we will start out something at a certain tempo. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm doing it a little slower because I'm not as good at going through the lots of valves to not as many valves. But once I get to something that's familiar, I'll go faster. I'm not maintaining a consistent tempo, and it's just because of me. I should go the same tempo the whole time and just keep it consistent and slow. But some juvenile response in me wants to go fast the whole time. So both times I had first valve to 1 and 2, I didn't do that. I put down my second finger, but I also raised my first finger. Can't do that. That was actually the same combination, B to C. I wanted to skip it and go to the next one. Again, high G, high A flat, same thing. So I've got some kind of weird mental block there. That's interesting. Finding things out while I practice. All right, so I played that. Let's play something that's in a similar range but feels totally different. Tenor. Felt some gurgles. I think that might have been me and not any spit. good right now. I don't know why. I feel like I should be just a little bit tired. I'm okay with it feeling great. Let's see if I can keep going. Got up to the 11th partial, I think. That's E flat. I'm cool with that. You guys probably see me getting red in the face. Just a little too much effort, a little too much like back pressure trying to push. I shouldn't really do that. It should just be easy. But it's not. Now I'm going to play some stuff through the valve because I don't play through this too often. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I noticed a bad habit of mine. Just checking the time. I noticed a bad habit. I played a couple G flats and stuff, but I moved my slide in a couple times. If you rewind, you can see me do that. That's just a habit. I talked about in the previous video. I don't need to move my slide extra. You know, there's no reason to do that. Cool, so last thing, let's play my bass since I haven't played that yet in this video, and I've not played it in like 3 days, so let's check it out. For some reason, I'm way better at the contra range, the low pedals. I've just gotten better at that for kind of what I think is no reason. I've probably been practicing that somehow, but not really consciously. But I'm not very good at getting in and out of that register without really shifting pretty crazily. Cool, so guys, I hope you enjoyed just a not too short but not too long video of me just practicing. This is all stuff I would normally do. Play a couple exercises that I just came up with in my head, maybe that I've gotten out of Arbon's or something. Go through a couple different keys, kind of feel comfortable, and then once I feel comfortable, switch to a different instrument that I know is not going to feel nearly as comfortable. See you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed.